Hey guys, today we are going to wrap up Module 3-3. We're going to be talking about two main things today. What it takes for younger people to work, and then also the difference between gross and net pay. So depending what state you live in, you may have different restrictions on your work schedule or what types of jobs you can do. And as an example, in Nebraska, as someone that's below the age of 18 or 19, you can only work so many hours a week. There's certain hours that you can't work past in the day, like late at night. If you want to work as a cashier and you're going to have to sell tobacco or alcohol products or products that require you to be a certain age to purchase, you can't even sell those things. You'd have to have someone else come in and ring those through. So there's different restrictions in our state, and other states may be more strict or less strict on some of these rules, but they're there to protect you. At this point in time, you have the public education system, so the thought is that your main priority is getting your education. You're going to work for the rest of your life, so right now is to build a foundation to get the best job after high school. But we know that it's nice to have some money to spend, and sometimes you might enjoy your job as a minor, and so for those reasons, some of you have had jobs in the past or will have jobs soon, maybe even this summer. So you just want to make sure you know the rules and expectations that they might have. Some states would require you to get a permit to even go to work, and here's the requirements of those permits. So you'd have to have some form of proof of age, a letter from your employer stating your job duties and work schedule. So basically, you know ahead of time what's going to be expected of you, and there's no surprises there. A letter from the minor's parents or guardians that consent, basically saying they allow you to work. You may have to provide a social security number, possibly pay a fee, and they may even want to know something about the school you attend, so that they can keep an eye on whether or not you're living up to expectations within your education. If you're not, and you have one of these permits, they can actually deny you working hours, because again, the whole goal is that you get your education first. All right, net pay versus gross pay. I may have gone through this one time before, but it is important, so I'm going to review it again. Gross pay is the bigger number. Net pay is the smaller number. They're both important numbers, but your net pay is what you actually get to keep. Your gross pay is how much money you earn before any deductions. So deductions could be taxes are the biggest one, or money that goes to Social Security or Medicare. That money is going to come out of your account before you get to keep that check and cash that check from your job. So my trick to remembering this is gross pay is the bigger number, and if you knew that you could have more money, or you see that bigger number, you feel a little bit gross when you find out that you don't get to keep all of that money, or that you have to spend some of that money on things you don't necessarily want to spend it on. The net pay is your take-home pay, what you get to keep. So if you were, for example, fishing with a net and you throw the net into the ocean, you pull the net in, anything that is stuck in the net you get to keep and take home with you. Anything that slipped through the holes of the net, got away, you didn't get to keep that. That's like your taxes and your dues and your Social Security. That money kind of slips out of your net. The rest of it that you captured is what you get to keep and take home, and that's what we call our net pay.